Hey there kissable misters, it's me, Safari Sam, and today we have a really cool video for you. This one's going to take a while to produce, but we are making a very cool custom terrarium. I did wear a sciencey shirt. See, it's like this isn't the real periodic table. So recently, someone dropped this. This was a Tyrannosaurus skeleton model made of resin. Someone, not me, gave it a little drop. He lost a leg, he lost his tail. Poor little guy lost a lot. But here at Safari Sam, we don't waste anything. So we asked the person who broke it if we could have it to make a terrarium with. So we are going to make a terrarium around this big old boy. And I think it'll be quite fun. Now we got this rimless Archeon on clearance. It was like half off. And it's tiny, which is actually good for us because our tiny little T-Rex will take up a nice portion of the center. We were also given the broken leg and broken tail of the Rexy, and we're not going to use the leg in this build, but we are going to use the tail. I told you 1,000 times, Jerry, we're not ripping off Serpa Design, right? It's inspired by Serpa Design. Completely different. Now, let's get started. We're going to be making a backdrop for this aquarium within it, and it probably won't be an aquarium, it'll probably be a terrarium, vivarium-y kind of thing. But we have this brown epoxy, we mix these together, and it'll create a sealant for us that we can use to sculpt the wall. Now, looky here, folks, we got our tank, and we also have our epoxy. So, what you're gonna see here is, oop, can't be seen without the hat on, right? We will be taking this half and mixing them together thoroughly, which will create the substance that will harden. If they just sold it like this, it would just harden shortly after opening, which we don't want. We want them to be mixed and hardened on our schedule. God, that almost looks yummy, doesn't it? But now we're going to start mixing. So here's our broken tail. You see it's kind of missing a tail vert there, but it's on a wire, so we're going to do that to kind of separate it, because fossils do get separated from each other, and we have the missing vert, so we're going to include it in the wall as well, but we're going to have it separated like that. Now here's what we have so far. This is our first side, and it doesn't super look like rock. You can see all my little fingy prints, but I think it's going to end up looking pretty good, especially after it cures. You can see we have the tail. The separation doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would, but I do think the extrovert, that's been separated from it looks good. I think I can get this to look pretty nice. So what I have now is this piece of shale, and there will be a lot of videos of us taking trilobites out of shale and stuff, but I want to take it and kind of just push it in and around on this goo to kind of give it a more rock-like texture. This is the texture after taking the shale to it. I actually do think it looks much better, but you can still see all the kind of little fingy bits on it. I think that's just going to be the reality of it, but I am happy with it overall. Now onto the main Rex skeleton. As you can see, the resin is exposed in the two big broken spots right here, and then it also has this part for a stand, and I'm going to fill those in with our epoxy. Well, we sealed up that belly button, that hind leg and that tail. They don't look super, they stand out a lot, but it's better than the white and the metal screw hole and stuff. Plus it might look different after it cures. Now we're going to attach this guy to the tank. Whose fucking dog is this? Now, you might be wondering why we're in the noisy outdoors for this next bit, but I promise it makes sense. This is aquarium safe silicone. This is what we're going to use for the initial adhering of our skeleton. Probably have it in kind of like this, so that he's standing up, but I want the foot touching the base of the terrarium, just for kind of some extra support. Now, we're using the aquarium safe so that any animals that are in here, since we don't know what we're going to put in it yet, will be safe. But we're outside because this stuff stinks. It's going to take 24 hours for it to cure, and it fucking reeks. Now, I actually went back on what we just did, and before the silicone dried, I pulled him up because I realized if I did silicone it there, it would be really hard to get our epoxy under it. This is the rest of our epoxy. We used it all up. I admittedly thought I bought a bigger set. Sorry about that. But we are still siliconing the foot, and I'm going to add more to that to hold it in place. It's like, oh, Safari Sam, you probably could have saved a lot of epoxy if you didn't go all the way to the bottom. That's true, but once again, I don't know what's going in here. I just don't know, so I don't know how deep substrate's going to be and things, so I just figure I'll take it all the way to the bottom. But I know whatever it is, that foot's going to be covered up, so, you know, having a big glob of silicone around it will be just fine. So I've decided that instead of putting dinosaur footprints on one of the side walls, I'm actually going to cover these and make them hang on the side wall so that you can maybe hang moss or something from them, something more practical. There we go. Now I just have to seal that to the inside. And lo and behold, our beautiful Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton terrarium is complete. Sorry about the reflection. I'm moving and I don't have as nice of a place to film this as I did before. But look at that. I think we sculpted it in pretty well. I also added a little bit of brown here around the foot because that silicone looks pretty ugly. I might add some more, but substrate's going to go in here anyway. So what's really the point, right? I think we have our beautiful tail looking good. See, I like that it's kind of broken up into some segments with a vertebra missing and on a different part of the wall. I think that really works, like the sediment was carried away. Very cool. And then on this side we also have our hooks, which worked out. Yeah, it's a little dark. That's better. Our hooks look pretty good. There are two. That one's a little hard to see because I'm not pointing at it. So yeah, I'd like to hang some moss from there, and I do have a lid for it. But now the question is, you can see the reflection of these isopod tubs back here. But now the question is, what do we put in it? What do we put in it? I was thinking a detritivore of some kind, but maybe we don't do an animal at all. I mean, we are moving. Maybe we should do a plant. What do you think of that? Should we grow plants in here instead of an animal? I mean, it would have to be an invertebrate. This is pretty small. A terrestrial invertebrate is what we would have to do. But I am very happy with how this turned out. I might sell it one day, but for now, it's just a beautiful piece of art. But that is it. If you would like us to make more terrarium videos like this with a bit higher production quality, and we won't shoot the end of them in horrible spots like this, if you want to see that, definitely let me know in the description down below. In the description? In the comments section. God, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Look at me. I'm in the grave and I'm still tired. But yeah, let me know what you think we should put in here. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos where we build things like this. This isn't even the first T-Rex skeleton we've used. Actually, I started making this first, and then when we made the ranch for our dairy cow isopods and our black hole spider, aka giant crevice weaver spider, we were still making this. So this video was in production when that one was already started and finished. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And we have more videos coming at you soon. There should be another one next week. That's it. Thank you all again. See you all next time. Bye for now.